Hello! Not much to talk about. Tomorrow's our last day, VEDA wise. My room's still half a mess. Partially simply because we don't have all the tools I need at the moment. Like, I still need some hangers, and the cupboards here are weird. Because the hangers is not a pole. There's like the upper shelf, and then the upper shelf has a curved lip right at the front. So you hook your hangers onto this curved lip. But only very specific hangers can comfortably sit there. They need to be thinner, and they need to have a very long neck part. Because if they're too fat or the neck's too short, then they stick out like this, and they don't hook and lie flat. So all the hangers that I had work, but I'm short a couple hangers for what I want to hang up, and all the hangers that we've gotten so far haven't worked. So I've still got a bucket that needs to be, everything needs to be hung up, and I have no way of doing it. And then the other big thing is getting things onto the walls. But to do that, Dad needs some of his tools, which are currently downstairs because he's working with the company that owns the property. And so his tools are currently being used in another apartment, and Dad could go down and get them, but I don't know. He wants to go everywhere, and I'm just like, I just want to get my room put together. I'll have to go get my tools, okay? So that's on hold as well. And then there's, it's a corner desk which currently has the printer on it, and the printer takes up the entire desk because it's a corner desk. There's no space at the desk, and then it's this bloody huge computer chair that literally blocks me. Here, I'll just show you. Like I said, my room's a mess, but it's gonna be easiest to do it this way. There's Tiggy's on my bed. Hi there, Tiggy's on my bed. But, like, it's this corner desk, so there's, like, no room. I can't even lay a book out on it flat. And then there's this chair, which is very comfortable, but cool. I can't even get on my bed from there. And that's the farthest it can go in. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do on that one, because of course they were super proud. They got all my furniture. They've got me all set up. Write my thesis. Just not quite sure how I'm going to explain to them that I physically can't write my thesis there. I'll figure something out. I think this is my favorite part, because I've got, it's a bookshelf. Because originally they were like, oh yeah, you can put your TV on top of the bureau. And I'm like, one, that's precarious, and two, I have things that I want to have go on the bureau. So I took out one of the shelves from the bookshelf, which is right there, and set it up there. And that's the other issue with this thing, is I can't, like, lie back on my bed and watch the TV, because the chair is literally right in the middle. And then the other issue is, if you actually look at this desk, I've got the shelf, so maybe I could write on that, right? And that's it. So this entire box here is all my office stuff that usually goes on my desk or in a drawer on my desk, and, well, I've been told to use this, which is, it's always sort of fun when they're like, oh yeah, you can use this, and I'm like, that is already basically full. Like, my closet is already half being used by other people. Like, this is my side of the closet, and here's an example of, like, hanging normally, hanging normally, hanging normally. Ha! No, but like, no, easiest way might be to open this side. Like, that's, none of that's mine. None of that's mine. Half this closet space is not mine. Same with this bookshelf. Like, not all of this is mine. Actually, I have that one, and that one, and half of that one. So, yeah, I think it's because, again, it's a smaller space. They've had to downsize. I'm relatively used to it, but I'm also relatively used to having, like, it's purely my own space, rather than it's shared. Bathroom that way. Parents' room that way. Then we have this little entrance hall with the closet. Galley kitchen, so it's just straight on through. I should do dishes. And then most open space of the house is, of course, the dining room, so you get the microwave and the cabinet. And the dining room table opens directly onto the living room. And the living room works for 3 people, because Dad usually lays there, Mom sits there, I hang out here. I'm currently watching a documentary on Sherlock. And then the, we need to figure out a way to stick it down, because it keeps coming up with the wind. But we've got our own deck. Nice beautiful image of the building next door. But this tree, once it flourishes, I suppose. And then the other fun bit is the fact that there are these 3 squirrels directly in the area that like interact even with the deck. Like, they'll come right up, particularly on this corner, and climb the wall up. And it's 2 black squirrels and a gray squirrel. And my parents have apparently named the black squirrels Runner and Shooter, because they're always chasing each other, and they look like they're involved in like a Wild West shootout and posse gang. Apparently the gray one doesn't have a name yet, so I wonder if it has to match Runner and Shooter. But I mean, it's nice to be in the apartment. It's been really good food. Again, it's an adjustment period for getting used to living, not just with my parents again, but with people again in general. But also living with my parents again. Like, I went grocery shopping this morning with Dad, and I had the list, and the last thing on the list was garlic bread. So when we only had like 3 things left, I was saying we need this, and garlic bread. We had 2 things left. I said we need this and garlic bread. And it's just garlic bread left. And I'm saying we need garlic bread. Have you seen the garlic bread? Did you take a look for the garlic bread? And then my dad takes the list from me and goes, oh, we still need garlic bread. And I'm like, yes, we do. Yes, we still need garlic bread. Why didn't you say anything? We walked past it a couple of times. My apologies. Like, just things like that. But again, that's people, and that's living with people. And getting used to living with people again. So, I'm gonna keep watching Sherlock. Might move over to Mom's chair, because despite them saying that, oh yeah, you can see the TV fine from here, it's a little bit distorted, especially with the window right there. So, if I'm the only one in the apartment, no one could stop me from using a different chair. Wah! Talk to you later.